Today, we begin the another nesting, but this time out of captivity. Female, the Clea, has already chosen her preferable spot, and so the male, the Rail, starts his advances. Male's job is not easy. It will take a lot of time to capture attention of a female as a worthy partner. This ritual of bringing trinkets and showing strength with dances, it may take a whole night, and if something goes wrong, it all may go to a vain. So the male tries its best, while the female watches carefully. As the Rail goes for another journey, vile interruption takes place. Predator appears out of nowhere. Panic erupts. Alarming screams echo through the islands as the Camptos luckily notice danger in time. It seems that Carnivore, interested by the mating's ritual sounds, came to check the source. Female, only by good camouflage and right positioning, evades eye contact with swimming by Predator. It doesn't investigate the scene, as it knows that once alarmed Camptosauruses are not worthy choice of predation. It takes a bit of time before Campto's possible pair calm down and go back to their ritual. It takes Ral a few attempts to win back full attention of a still startled female. Even momentary heavy fog is not discouraging the male. Clea is keen on accepting male's gifts. Finally, female approaches the male with intention to rub against his body. Their first time being in the wilds really raises the romance level between them. Rubbing and loving gestures take longer time than is usually observed when taking place in captivity. Clea eventually decides where to build their nest and immediately starts decorating it with relocated ferns big and small, while male brings food for future children. After some time, Clea finishes her job with torn out bushes and a little touch of beach snail shells. She lays 2 eggs and waits. Together with her lover, they witness the birth of their firstborn, mannish Topazio. Sadly, because of Clea's unimaginable thirst, only Ral stands to witness the birth of their adorable female, named Fig. As freshborns, they couldn't move much out of the nest. But as soon as they reach juvenile state, they stream after a female, following her moves. With newly built muscles, they play together in a tag game. It doesn't last long as they grow up, and Clea takes Fig to teach her how to take care of own nests. Young female is going to need that knowledge in the future, and she learns it, at her own pace, analyzing everything. Meanwhile, their firstborn, Topazio, already proves remarkable signs of a future dominant male, which is very important, as dominant personality hasn't been seen from Joey's raised in captivity. He explores whole island on its own, carrying his now favorite trinket, a spiky seed from a water plant growing nearby. Topazio shows his adventurous soul and even visits the other island, but all this running and swimming took a toll on his energy levels, so he decides to sleep among the unknown. Exhausted parents sleep in their preferred spots, for the first time uninterrupted, with almost sub-adult children nowhere to be seen, which only helps to get good days rest, as these species are primarily nocturnal. Father chose rather more hidden spot to better avoid tiresome offspring. After a few days, the final act of nesting commences. Clea feels it in the bones, she heard some unusual chainsaw vocals of her kin. She runs to witness the scene. Promising Topazio keeps his dominant nature and challenges his father for space and for better reputation in Future's nestings. Topazio, with more eager spirit, starts the fight, and with it, he gains an advantage, but his father doesn't allow it to make Finale all set up. Ryle eventually reaches to his muscle memory and takes the wheel of the duel. Father was raised in captivity, so he has more of a subordinate nature, but that doesn't activate here. Before him stays less experienced and smaller opponent, his firstborn. Both females watch. If any of combatant fails, it will bear a great effect on defeated male's future. Ryle defends his position by defeating Topazio. It is the best case scenario for the Campto Reintroduction Program. Male raised in captivity can adapt to new environment with free mind, and male raised in wilderness can challenge his father and soon-to-be newly released individuals in next nesting event as full adult. Clea celebrates her partner's success, but eventually her nesting instincts cease to exist at some point. She scares away from her ground her defeated firstborn. After that, her secondborn, adorable Fig, and at the end she shushes away her partner. After all this time, she enjoys what she secretly yearned for, private rest on her own little island. Thank you for your attention. We especially want to thank people without whom this event wouldn't happen. It is our sacred duty to rescue animals from near extinction, with this program focused on Camptosaurus species. For people not familiar with our mission, but interested, please join Dynasty Realism's dedicated server called Camptosaurus Reintroduction Program. We aim to help raise awareness of these magnificent species to the common folk of realism servers. The end.